Lesson 4, again, you're going to get out your folder and you'll take out the staff reference guide and turn to page 4. So the lesson for lesson 4 is going to be on oils and empty calories. So here we're going to talk about how to choose healthy fats as opposed to the more unhealthy fats, and what types of foods have empty calories. So things with added sugar, lots of saturated fat, and then here's some tips on how to avoid those junk foods and fast food, things like that. There's no category on my plate for that page, so you can just talk about, in this little area, it talks about the extra calories and how to avoid those. And then in your lesson plans, you find lesson 4, and you can follow this. And this suggests you can bring in some food labels for maybe some bags of chips or candy so that students can see how much added sugar and added fat is in foods like that by reading the food labels. And then you're going to want to find the worksheet that goes with it, and the worksheet's called What's in My Meal. So the first thing you're going to do with the students is discuss the review with them, which just kind of talks about why some of these foods are unhealthy, the fast food meals, and why processed foods are unhealthy. And then you're going to read the directions to the students. And what we have here is the nutrition facts for a fast food meal. This meal is a double cheeseburger, medium french fries, and medium soda. And it says the grams of fat, the grams of sugar, and the milligrams of sodium that's found in this one meal. And what the students are going to do is calculate how many teaspoons of each of those are found in the meal. So for instance, it says that 4 grams of fat equals 1 teaspoon of fat. So since this whole meal has 48 grams of fat, they're going to figure out how many teaspoons that is, and it comes out to 12 teaspoons. And then they're going to compare that with the recommended guidelines down here. So the recommended guidelines for fat are about 60 grams. So since this one meal gives them 48 grams and the recommendation is about 60 grams, it shows them how many more grams they're allowed to have in the rest of the day. And if you have the time and resources, it's a really great activity to bring in some Crisco and sugar and salt and a teaspoon, and then have the students measure out onto a plate how much is in that, how much of the Crisco, sugar, and salt would be in that meal, and just put it on the plate. And it's a really good visual to show the students how much fat and sugar and salt is in those meals.